downstairs. I just want to show you what I'm wearing today. My suitcase is already packed. I'm ready to leave, so let me show you what I'm wearing today. So this is basically what I'm wearing today. Just a top, jeans, sandals, the watch that you already know, and then on this end I bought this yesterday. So this is basically it. Nothing serious because I'm also taking a flight, so I don't want to like dress up. Just want to be comfortable. So yeah, this is it.
We're in trances, going all to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive, get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, be like when you feel like calling at midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I've been hopeful, baby, I was hoping maybe that you crossed my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars above to let us know how to go? We only got this life, no guarantees and stars align. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. Hiding it by myself, no guarantees you'll find me. Said if it's faith you'll find me, leaving the past behind. We're in trances, going off to different places.
Hi beautiful people. So now I'm at the Fort Jesus Monument. Fort Jesus, the year is 1593. On a coral ridge overlooking the turquoise gateway to Mombasa Island, a shadow begins to rise. It is not a natural formation, though it seems to grow from the very earth itself. It is a fortress, a monument of blood, spice, and stone. To the local Swahili people, this island was Kisiwa cha Vita, the island of war. For centuries, it has been a crown jewel of the Swahili coast, a place where the monsoon winds brought dolls filled with silk from China, gold from Sovala, and ivory from the African interior. But by the late 16th century, the winds of change had turned cold. The Portuguese Empire, stretching its iron grip from Lisbon to Goa, realized that to control the Indian Ocean, they had to control Mombasa. They needed a feast on the coast. That feast would be called Fort Jesus. This is not merely a story of walls and cannons. This is a 4-hour journey through 400 years of human ambition. Over the next few hours, we will walk the ramparts where soldiers died of scurvy. We will descend into the dark cells of the British colonial era, and we will uncover the mathematical secrets hidden in the fort's very footprint. You are standing at the intersection of Africa, Europe, and Arabia. This is Fort Jesus. To understand the fort, we must first understand the mind of Giovanni Battista Cairati. Cairati was not a soldier. He was an artist and an engineer from Milan. He was the chief architect of India for the Portuguese crown. When he arrived in Mombasa in 1593, he didn't just want to build a barricade. He wanted to build a masterpiece of the high Renaissance. At this time, European thinking was obsessed with the human form. They believed that the proportions of a perfect building should mirror the proportions of a perfect man. If you were to look down on Fort Jesus from the heavens today, you would see it a central torso with 4 bisons acting as lamps. Karate utilized a design known as the Tres Italiana. In the age of gunpowder, high and thin walls were useless. They would simply crumple under the canyon fire. Instead, karate designed low, thick, sloping walls. He used a local coral rack harvested from the surrounding sea and bound it together with a mortar made of lime and sand. But there was a problem. The Portuguese were thousands of miles from home. Supplies were scarce. Every stone was laid under the threat of ambush. The Swahili people of Mombasa, under their own leaders, did not want this coral sentimental looming over their harbor. As the walls rose, so did the tension. Let us walk the perimeter as the first Portuguese guards did in the 1590s. Look at the corners. These are the bastions. They were named after saints, yet their purpose was far from holy. Saint Matthews, the protector of the harbor entrance. Saint Matthias, facing the town, its cannon always leveled at the Sultan's palace. Saint Philip and Saint Alberto, guarding the landward approach. Karate's genius was in the flank. He designed the bastion so that there was no blind spot. If any enemy tried to scale the wall between two bastions, they would be caught in a crossfire from both sides. It was a mathematical death trap. Yet as Karate sailed away back to Goa, leaving his masterpiece behind, he never saw the true test of his design. He died shortly after, leaving the fort in the hands of men who were hungry for power, far from the king's eyes and surrounded by an ocean of enemies. The peace would not last. By 1631, the very men the Portuguese had trained to be their puppet, a young sultan named Yusuf Ben Hassan, would be the one to turn the fort's own guns against them. In the late 1600s, the Portuguese grip on the Indian Ocean was sleeping. A new power had risen from the sands of the Arabian Peninsula, the Imamate of Oman. The Omans had already driven the Portuguese out of Muscat, and now they turned their eyes south towards Mombasa. In March 1696, the horizon changed. The people of Mombasa watched as a massive Omani fleet, over 7 ships of war and dozens of smaller vessels, sailed into Colindini Harbor. Inside the walls of Fort Jesus, the Portuguese commander João Rodrigues Leão looked out at the sea of sails. He had only 50 Portuguese soldiers and a few hundred loyal Swahili allies from the nearby towns of Vasa. They pulled the heavy bronze cannons into position. They locked the great gate. They knew that the reinforcements from Goa, India were months, perhaps years away. The Omanis did not try to storm the walls immediately. They knew the Italian trace design of the fort was too strong for a direct climb. Instead, they settled into a war of attrition. They occupied the surrounding heights, including what is now the Mombasa Golf Club in the Makadara district, and began a relentless bombardment. For the people trapped inside, the walls shrank to the size of the fort's inner courtyard. A siege is not just about gunpowder, it is about biology. Within months, the 2,500 people packed into the humid, cramped quarters of the fort faced an enemy no cannon could stop, the plague. Water in the cisterns grew stagnant. The heat of the Mombasa sun turned the stone walls into an oven. By 1697, the death toll was staggering. Every morning, the survivors had to lower the bodies of their comrades over the seaward wall, casting them into the Indian Ocean because there was no room left for graveyards inside the coral courtyard. By mid-1697, nearly every Portuguese soldier was dead. The defense of the fort was held together by the extraordinary woman, the Queen of Vasa. Though she was a local Swahili noblewoman, she remained fiercely loyal to her alliance with Portugal. She, along with a handful of the African soldiers and a few remaining Portuguese priests, manned the bastions. They were ghosts walking the ramparts. When the Omani scouts looked up at the walls, they saw selectors moving in the moonlight, barely enough men to fire a single volley of musketry, yet meticulously they held. December 1698, the siege had lasted 2 years and 9 months. Only 13 people remained alive inside the fort, 8 Portuguese, 3 Indians and 2 African women. The final commander, Captain Leonardo da Costa, was a man of broken spirit but stubborn pride. On the night of December 13th, the Omanis finally realized the silence from the fort wasn't a trick, it was exhaustion. They scaled the walls of the S. Matthias Bastion. The final struggle was short and brutal. Da Costa was cut down near the chapel. The Omanis poured through the gate, and after 105 years, the Portuguese flag, the Qunas, was lowered from the mast. The red flag of Oman rose in its place. Mombasa had changed hands. The island of war had a new master, but the Omanis would soon learn what the Portuguese already knew. Holding Fort Jesus was one thing. Surviving the politics of the Swahili coast was another entirely. When the dust of the Great Search settled, the Omanis did not simply occupy a ruin. They looked at the shattered coral walls and saw a foundation for a new empire. This period marks the birth of the Swahili-Omani fusion, an era where the fort transformed from a cold unilateral machine of war into a center of high culture and governance. Step out of the great gate of Fort Jesus and you do not simply walk onto a street, you walk into a different century. This is Mombasa Old Town. Covering roughly 72 acres on the southeast side of the island, this is one of the oldest continuously inhabited settlements in East Africa. While the fort was built for war, the old town was built for life. Its streets were not designed for cars or carriages, they were designed for the monsoon breeze and the intimate foot traffic of a merchant society. Look up, the streets here are intentionally narrow, some so tight you can touch the walls of two different houses at once. This isn't poor planning. In its ancient genius, these canyons of coral created permanent shadows, keeping the ground cool in the brutal 30-degree heat of the Kenyan coast. They act as wind tunnels, funneling the Kaskazi and Kuzu winds from the ocean directly into the homes of the residents. The houses of Old Town are a physical diary of the Indian Ocean trade. You will see the Swahili barasa, the stone branches at the entrances of every home. In Swahili culture, the home is sacred, but the barasa is public. It is where the business is conducted, where the elders gossip, and where the community breathes. Notice the balconies. These are the mashrapia or carved wooden lattice work. They are the beautiful solution to a social need. They allow the woman of the house to look out onto the street and enjoy the breeze without being seen from the outside. Every pillar and every window frame tells a story of origin. The whitewashed lime walls are African, the arch windows are Omanian, the intricate ironwork on the railings is Victorian British, and the colorful floor tiles often came as the ballast in the hulls of ships from India. It is a stone town built by the world. To walk through Old Town is to be assaulted by sand. Follow the smell of roasting beans to the old port. For over thousands of years, this harbor was the center of the world's spice trade. Even today, you will find small shops tucked into corners selling clothes from Zanzibar, cinnamon from Sri Lanka, and black pepper from the Malabar coast.
Y pa' que quede claro contigo, ahora solo somos amigos. Goodbye, dame. Te lloré más que un río al verte a ver. Me sentía vacío y tú lo viste. Ya sé que hay otro que te desviste. Ya no estoy mal. Doy gracias a la vida que ya no estás. Yo creo que ahora entendiste que esta vez fuiste lo que perdiste. Pero te dio tan fácil a mí mentirme que me amabas, que me quisiste, hiciste eso. Y esos besos no eran de amor. Pero te dio tan fácil a mí mentirme que me amabas, que me quisiste, hiciste eso. Y esos besos no eran de amor. Otra vez, tú te vas. Sabes que nuestra relación no va para ningún lugar. Otra vez, tú te vas. Y pa' que quede claro contigo, ahora solo somos amigos. Imagino tus labios, pero en otra mujer. Por más que quiera, la distancia no se acaba. Quería si tus manos volvieran otra vez. Si el amor que un día tuve fuera más grande que después.
Looking like a gift from me, wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. 'Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. Everything with a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love.
Hi lovelies, so I just got back, so I'm doing the outfit of the day now because I know do it in the morning. I'll show you the room tour because I'm in a different room now. Most tomorrow, I hope, yeah, tomorrow I will show you the room tour. But yeah, today I'm just wearing this pink dress, yeah, and then I got one more of the band thingies. You know, I had the Kenyan one already, so that is it. No jewelry, just the small earrings, yeah, and then the beautiful dress. Hi beautiful people, so I'm going out for dinner, so I'll show you where I'm going. I'm still not sure also. So this is how I look. These are the earrings and this is the dress. This is and the shoes, so I'll be wearing these shoes with the dress. Yep, this will be me. I'll wear my watch and then I have like a gold necklace. I just forgot to put it on. So yeah, that will be what I'll be wearing for today. I miss the mirror in Nairobi because that one is giving like nice full body pictures.
Sentía que te ibas desde que te conocí. Los besos que me dabas no creo que eran para mí. Y aunque mi amor te daba, a ti no te importaba ser feliz. Dejaste esto tirado, buscando en otros lados, eso sí. Quisiera amarte tanto y no tener que olvidar. Quisiera amarte tanto, pero me voy a marchar. Quisiera amarte tanto, pero me voy a marchar. Quisiera amarte tanto, pero me voy a marchar.
Hey guys, so today is another day. I'm just gonna be at the hotel. I showed you guys the hotel already, how it looks outside. I haven't been to the pool area, but I'm not going to the pool area. I'm not willing to walk that distance. But yeah, let me show you guys what I'm wearing today. The Kenyan thing is back on, the watch, no jewelry, the small earrings again, the hair, and then this is just a dress again, like a loose one. I think you've seen it, and then my shoes that I've been abusing, the Crocs. So this is basically it for today. So let me do a room tour because I haven't done a room tour yet. Okay, this is better. Yeah, let me do a room tour and show you guys how the room looks like because it just got cleaned. Yeah, so I'm on the second floor. So this is the entrance, lights on, and then once you enter you get the toilet. Just a normal shower piece of khasiki. This is how it looks. The towels over there, so not really much going on. Okay, so from the toilet, then this is it. The bed over here. This is how it looks like. Then we have a mirror, like the cupboard is closed with a mirror, some designs over there, just a few chairs, coffee area, some teas and coffees, and then you have another painting, and then the TV with some of the stuff I'll show you that I bought. And then let's just open up here. So I'll show you. This is how it looks from my room area. So that's basically the view from from my room. And this is it. So guys, I remember if you watch my Togo vlog, I bought snacks and I was like, nice, so my siblings will do a video once they try the snacks, but it did not happen. So I'm just gonna show you guys. These are also for them, but I'm just like, let me show you guys what I bought, like the snacks and stuff. It's nothing new, and then some stuff I bought for myself also. Yeah, so let me just show you guys what I got. So it's apparently Bao Pao or something like that. This ones, I got them in different flavors. So the colors is like the flavors, and then the blue one. Basically, it's just this that I got. The red one, and I believe this was mangoes, but like colored mango. Yeah, and then here it's synonym. I don't know how to say this word, but yeah, you know what this is, right guys? You know it. And then you know this nuts, and then this is now for the hair. You know it. It's me saying you know it because I believe you should know it. Yeah. And then yeah, it's just cloves. I'm not gonna open, but yeah, there's cloves in here. And then I got some dates. Let me just show you. I got dates here, and then I got some nuts. Bear with me, I'm working with one hand. Okay. Oh, is that it? Bear with me. Okay, then this one. So this is basically everything I got, and you just kind of place it in a way that you'll see. That is it.
Me imagino tus labios, pero en otra mujer. Por más que quiera, la distancia no se acaba. ¿Qué harías si tus manos volvieran otra vez?
Hi guys, so it's afternoon now. I'm gonna go have early dinner. Yeah, because I'm starving. I haven't eaten lunch, so I only had breakfast and I'm tired. Today's my last night. I'm not even in the mood to dress up, so this is basically what I'm wearing. There's nothing special going on into this outfit. It's just a normal dress and shoes. So this is what I'll be wearing for dinner. It's the fact that when you travel alone and you struggle to get pictures, but this is what it is. Let's go down. I'm just gonna have something here by the hotel. So yeah, they have like I think 4 restaurants here, so I'll just go and see which one to choose from. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll show you the food and I'll show you where I am going. Peace. The light is actually nice outside, guys. But yeah, this is where I'm staying at the English Point Marina in Mombasa. Guys, people are actually playing on the beach. It's like I have never come here during this time, so I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like. Okay, you already saw it, but like with people now, because it's a private beach, so I'm surprised there's actually a lot of people here.
Imagino tus labios, pero en otra mujer. Por más que quiera, la distancia no se acaba. ¿Qué harías si tus manos volvieran a...
I'm falling in love with you, and it feels so good to know that you still love me too. say for me? Era na mari mama como chunya anaheri nyakachie anaheri nyakachie. Well, I hope your mom gets it every day and I pray for you. Like a papa go bless you. I never forget you, but I don't forget you. See my shoulder, make you rest. You know I got you. Now me be your friend. My body don't show now. No gifts you know go so far. But anything I get now for me and you. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes it be like say nobody sent you. That's what I like. I did for you, my friend. Oh, really,
Otra vez, o si el amor que un día te tuve fuera más grande que las nubes, fuera más grande que las nubes. Otra vez, tú te vas. Sabes que nuestra relación no va para ningún lugar. Otra vez, tú te vas. Y pa' que quede claro contigo, ahora solo somos amigos. Goodbye. Tanto que te deseé, una pelea en la cabeza me imaginé, donde hasta viejitos eras mi mujer, hasta que decidiste largarte otra vez. Yo te quería para mí, me cambiaste la vida y eso lo permití. Perdón por ser ingenuo, vio lo que me metí. La calle sin salida me olía a ti, olía a ti. Pero te dio tan fácil a mí mentirme que me amabas, que me quisiste, si hiciste eso. Y esos besos no eran de amor. Pero te dio tan fácil a mí mentirme que me amabas, que me quisiste, si hiciste eso. Y esos besos no eran de amor. Otra vez, tú te vas. Sabes que nuestra relación no va para ningún lugar. Otra vez, tú te vas. Y pa' que quede claro contigo, ahora solo somos amigos. Goodbye, dame. Te lloré más que un río al verte a ver. Me sentía vacío y tú lo